serious criminal charges.
That's right. Federal authorities say Eugene Big U Henley led a violent criminal enterprise responsible for murder, extortion, and fraud.
KCAL News anchor Gio Insignaris joins us now with the story that is shocking a whole lot of people tonight.
That's certainly an understatement, Juan. Susie, good evening to both of you. Authorities describing Eugene Big U Henley as a man who presented himself as an entertainment entrepreneur and a community leader. We've even reported on his charitable efforts as recently as this past Christmas. But federal investigators now say he ran what they're calling a mafia-like organization responsible for serious crimes across LA. Federal agents say Eugene Henley led what they're calling the Big U Enterprise, a criminal organization tied to the Rollin' 60s Crips street gang. According to a 107-page complaint, Henley and his associates allegedly extorted professional athletes and musicians, including NBA star Draymond Green and Lakers legend Shaquille O'Neal, persuading them to donate to his charities and later allegedly transferring the money to his personal bank accounts.
The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him.
Welcome to RodzayVisuals, y'all. What's happening with y'all, man? Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the page. Let them know that we up in here, man. We're going to expound. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit and just shake and rattle this thing a little bit. Toss a few ideas off the walls, a little something. As you know about the developments and everything, I'm still getting filled in on a whole lot. It's just getting so far and wide. It's going crazier and crazier. I'm learning new developments every day. It's and the developments have been so, oh man, absurd that it kind of like took a damper on my spirits. It's kind of like hitting kind of close to home. You know, a lot of people that I have love for, you know what I mean? You know, dudes was compromised by for monetary gain and all that old stuff. And just for their livelihood, they kept on being in association, being in contact and all that old stuff. And in a nutshell, here we are, man. In a nutshell, here we are. You know, I'm looking at that picture, and a few of y'all probably won't understand this, but I'm looking at that picture. I'm looking at the guy in the right-hand corner. I want y'all to go to the mug shot of that picture with Big U, draws down. Let's take it to the guy in the right-hand corner. Look at him. I want y'all to really pay attention when y'all go to it. That guy is not the muscle. He ain't with no rah-rah. He ain't up in pole. He ain't even got that type of energy. In fact, that guy on the right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner, he drags himself to dialysis 3 times a week. Y'all hear me? He drags himself to dialysis 3 times a week. So what is his purpose with this right here? And how slick can he be if he got one leg in the grave and one leg right here on the surface, right? Huh? How evasive can he be? Can he shake a police tail? What's his chances of that? Three times a week, this man drags himself back and forth to dialysis. Well, guess what else, y'all? The man in the right-hand corner is also Bobo's cousin. Ah, damn it. Can you see where I'm going with this? Hobbled, dragging itself to dialysis 3 times a week. And happen to be a relative of a relative. Huh? Hey, y'all, check into that. This about to get ugly. Let's carry on.
Authorities also say Henley is linked to the 2021 murder of an aspiring rapper whose body was found in the Las Vegas desert. Investigators accuse Henley of fatally shooting the young musician over a dispute. In addition to violent crimes, prosecutors say Henley defrauded donors, including celebrities and companies, funneling charity funds into his personal accounts. His organization, Developing Options, received millions from LA's Gang Reduction and Youth Development Program.
He used that goodwill to benefit himself. He diverted money from that charity and lined his own pockets with it. And that money was ultimately traced, and that we can show that he used it for personal purposes.
Dr. Georgia Leap, an adjunct professor of social welfare at UCLA, is an expert in gangs and community justice. She knew Henley through her work and says this latest news is heartbreaking,
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Shocking.
He was a very charismatic, very arresting, no pun intended, a very arresting personality. And, you know, he had the smile and he had the charisma and he could talk to kids and he could talk to OGs and everybody in between.
I got a Ninja Turtle set and I got a Spider-Man set.
Last Christmas, he collected $40,000 in donations for a South LA toy drive. But the night before the event, he claimed a truck containing all the toys was stolen. He offered up security video of the truck driving off and pleaded with the community to donate again. It did. At the
He gotta be a fool to take in all the donations. File a police report. Get the insurance. All that stuff on it. Because you know they got umbrella insurance. And then come back to the people with your hands out. Pulling strings of emotion. Got kids out there crying for toys like they in Somalia somewhere. You can't make this stuff up. My prayers goes out to all the families that's affected by this situation. I know that y'all had nothing to do with this rogue affiliation, this rogue dictation. These dudes are dictators. Come in here, you expecting your man to be the man of the house. You expecting to fall into your soft girl area and let him go ahead and lead. This right here is the birth of masculine women, because they ain't gonna have no faith in the man's word, because they running them right into a pole. She loan you her whip, you spinning out of it. She give you an incubator. You give you a jump shot. You know what I mean? She get you lit. And this what you do. You play Gotti out of her schools. You do this. I mean, come on. This is crazy. I'm not going to go too deep on that. Let's go.
Henley called it a great save by the community.
To think that somebody was stealing a bunch of toys, stealing Christmas, that's kind of crazy.
Henley's community roots also stretch to other major Southern California figures. He helped launch the career of rapper Nipsey Hussle and starred in a 2021 FX docuseries called Hip Hop Uncovered. Henley's son is also LA Chargers linebacker Dayan Henley.
The world of crime, not just with gangs, but the world of crime is seductive. And even when people say they walked away, a minority, a small number, get lured back in.
Henley, who previously served 13 years in prison for a drug-related robbery, turned himself in Wednesday afternoon. He'll face charges of extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and murder. Henley is among 19 people accused in the wide-ranging charges. As for the long-term impact, experts believe a sense of betrayal from community members is understandable, but won't deter the long-term goal of helping others.
I think once people deal with that sense of betrayal, they're going to look at others who they trust and continue to put their faith in them.
Federal authorities say this case is part of a broader effort to combat organized crime in LA and ensure community safety. Now, if convicted, Henley could face a max sentence of life in prison. Susie, I'll send it over to you.
Now, that's a given. That's a given. This right here, man, can imply a whole lot of stuff, man. I mean, you know, y'all say, am I still delighted? Am I happy? You know, what's my emotions? What I know about this situation is things like this is good can come from it. He could wake up. I mean, you know what I mean? He can become a changed man, but you know what I mean? Would he be untethered to the circumstances? I'm sorry about that. That ain't none of my, that's not, I don't have no power in that. That's between him and God, him and the jurisdiction and the penal system and all that old stuff. Right? Like, I was delighted at first. Then I just get to see how sad he going out. Man, he went out real, real sad. He didn't go out with his chin up and chest poked out. He went out crawling. Packed into a van. You know what I mean? I'm human. I'm not gonna parade around here and act like I'm not. Yeah, that touched me a little bit. Of course, he gonna have to answer to his karma. But the most important part that really affected me is that a couple of my guys, man, seduced by financial gain, man, they done ended up getting shoestring tackled. That's where I'm at with it, you know what I mean? I can see, you know, some of these dudes, it's a couple of dudes, you know, that just was on, that's on their indictment for being good dudes. Just for not being able to say no. You know what I mean? And dudes will play on that. Come on, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the page. Ping up. Let them know that we up, nigga. We cooking. Huh? We cooking up in here, man. I'm reading this. Reading a couple of comments. They like justice for Big U. They laughing. Big U, you trolling. Oh, they talk about somebody in the comment section by the name of Big U. Of course, they like you trolling. Mobile Visits Media said fall back. Resurrection say you was a leech. Big U was a leech. No, I don't think that's Big U. Resurrected said it's hard to feel sorry for him. I know it's hard to feel sorry for him. I'm just talking about the family members, the kids. I just can't, you know, I don't think the kids part was at the table with them politicking. You know what I mean? How you affect that part right there. Mobile Visual Media said we all should be happy. Big U is a snitch and he offing people. Justice for Nip, DEs. He was the devil to be real. That's what DEs say. Secondary motion. For sure, best say Lil AD on the run. I haven't heard that. I'm still reading this stuff. I gotta read it in silence, and I don't want to read out nothing that somebody say something damn. D say these people brought their own self down. Yeah, you see, Big U done start off checking in. Oh, woo, no fly zone. Woo, woo, I'm still spanking shit. You know, and all this stuff till y'all pray for me. I'm in the thing with my family. I'm like, this is crazy, man. This nigga spayed and neutered right here before our eyes. Right before our eyes. Brick Baby, man. Brick Baby told the first day. Let's just put that out there. Brick Baby told the first day everything that he know, you best believe it's out there. This is crazy. You can't make this type of stuff up. He going viral. You cannot make this type of stuff up. And I'm reading the paperwork, bro. Little mama, you doing a little bit too much politicking. You a little bit too involved just to be the wifey. That's the problem that get tricky. A lot of these bras is gonna be able to blame it on the dude being just, you know what I mean, a renegade, but I'm reading the paperwork. People come to her door. Las Vegas people, see, they thought it was Las Vegas State, but it was the Las Vegas Feds. Come to their door. She lied to the Las Vegas Feds, tell them that the man don't even barely spend the night over there. They sit on the place. They like he there. Before they knocked on the door, they been sitting. They know he been there. So she lied the first time. Before they came, they had their phones tapped. So soon as they leave their house, and the lady say, she like, big draws don't be here. They tap the phone. She run right to the phone, calling. They just left. Woo, woo. Calling the other dude. Hey, make sure you have your story straight. They about to come to you. The dude that booked the room in his mama's, under his mama's Airbnb account. He paid with his credit card, but he did it under his mama account. Do you understand how easy this is? Go to the mama first. What's up with this account that this room you booked? Oh, I didn't book that. My son, I asked him why did he book that anyway in my name. But since he did it with his own credit card, I didn't sweat. But I told him don't do that no more. We asked it because a body came up missing out there. Oh, hell no. Tony, get up in here. For lack of better words, that ain't his name or any of that stuff. I'm just giving y'all a scenario. I'm painting a picture for you. You see how easy that kind? That's what happened when you got crime partners. You can't nail that down. So now this dude, he got skin, and he's starting off with skin in the game. My mama might go down over some dumb shit I did. I got to get it up off of her. So he takes it up off of him. But it's getting sticky. It gets so sticky, he lawyered up. Every time them people come to the door, they got her making the phone call. Making 3 phone calls. Trying to control the outcome of the case. Man. Draw, she your least concern. She too invested. They about to make you tell everything just to keep her free, cause she got the prison on their way. And it don't help that you inside the car. It don't help that you inside the car live showing everybody that's participating in harboring a fugitive. Come on, man. You gonna pan the camera and show everybody up in there. Not everybody a part of the case. I remember on my case, it was a young lady that drove my car. I never did even address that issue because I would have to identify the young lady that drove the car, that moved my car. So I avoided that. Dude, you should have avoided panning that camera. You should have avoided making a statement anyway. That's what I be saying, man. These OGs would tell you, man, play your hand close to your chest. Don't say anything. And they would go live and sit there and cry a river. They would debrief before the debriefing. You don't at least want to see what they got against you in case you want to change your story? In case you want to give an explanation? Come on, bro. You running around you run around breaking the law with a dude that go to dialysis 3 times a week. You don't think that they followed him back to where he was going? Relative of a relative of a relative? Bro, and I ain't gotta be this polite by not putting the tail on the donkey and saying names right now. But you know who I'm talking about. And believe me, it's gonna be on the waves by the mall because people knowing. People like, it's dawning on them. What is he doing on there? What is he doing on there? It's always somebody that you could take advantage of, it seems like. But at the end of the day, man, I do pray for the families and hope the best for them. Blessing, anointings. Hope that y'all make it through this. No, for real. I can't understand your journey. I can't tell you why you're going through this. But what I can tell you, after the rain, sometime the sun come out. Maybe you'll get something from it. Maybe he'll come home with a testimony. Maybe a change. I don't know. Do I pray for him? Yeah, I pray for all the ops. Believe it or not, I pray for everything. But that ain't gonna blind me or shackle me to the fact. I'm not gonna be blinded from the fact that this man was going around causing destruction. Bro. Can you imagine? Just imagine all 19 people has specialties, is specialists in their own fields. Instead of y'all seeing them as an entourage of a force that running around beating people up, imagine each one specializing in different stuff. Then you will know how large this could be. For Christ's sakes, you got a woman that cooks on here. I'm not saying she gonna go get Gordon Ramsay involved, but God damn it, it might be some other shit hanging in the balance, right? Yeah, I was talking about Sylvester. Sylvester don't even gangbang. You got this man carrying out assignments that his heart not even in. You just done created a player. Imagine me jumping off the porch at 50-something. Just now activating my Gotti. That's diabolical. Come on, y'all. We got 100 people up in here, man. Hit that like button. Ping up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for y'all know I'm always up in here. I'm popping. That man in the right-hand corner on that picture, man. Yeah. That part. Yeah, that part. Let me read some more of these comments. Yeah. People mad that he went down, but first, you know what I mean? Look, my uncle up in here. What's happening, man? He said he thought that was crazy of him to go on social media explaining. Don't explain nothing. Wait till you get your paperwork. You want to fight it in the media, you just pigeonhole yourself. You can't change your story when you say certain things. But here go a man that been telling since the Stone Ages, though. What do we expect? He think them people is friends. He think he could go ahead and whatever. You know. I'm just gonna tell y'all straight. This my rationale. I was tired of losing, so I stopped playing the game. You hear that? No, man, y'all ain't listening. I was tired of losing, so I stopped playing the game. Now I'm over here breaking the curse, man. It got people hurt. That kind of rhyme. I'm just saying. That man in the corner, in that corner, right-hand corner, K-Dog, PJ. That's gonna be the death of you. That man in that right corner. You got another dude in there that's soft as cotton. Man, everybody, like, you got Crimees. The man didn't mess with nobody that he couldn't maneuver and joystick around here. Let's just keep it simple and plain. Clear. Let's get that across. It ain't really nothing with a backbone on that indictment. Justice for Nip. Long live fast though. There's so many phone taps. I'm reading the paperwork, man. I got tired. It started making my eyes and my head hurt. Have you ever read something and you just feel like a dude so stupid that you just like, I'm not reading this no more? I ain't gotta read. Now I ain't gotta read no more to see that this steak is done. Now, would he come home? I don't know. Bernie Madoff came home and got life. I don't know. They let Bernie Madoff come home. And where he at? That shit ain't nothing but mental fuckery. Said he's surprised he ain't talked to wifey. This fool, if you read that paperwork, you'd know that that's probably the only favor they doing that nigga right now. If you read the paperwork, all I can see is, just don't take her, I'll tell you everything. That's what I see. When I read the paperwork, all I see is, just don't take her. I'm going to tell you everything. Nah, I'm not, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm not happy about families and stuff crying and, you know, and being traumatized and scarred, kids being scarred. No, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about who it affected. But what Trump say is going to be a little bit of turbulence. Come on, hit that like button. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the page. Come on, we cooking. See, to y'all, man, I'm being messy. But to the real ones, They know. They know. To the celebs, they know. They know. I've been calling this. How long we been marching to this? I've been having this on repeat for over 18 months. And you got the son of Nutty as your crime me. The big ghost laugh. That's his hurt laugh. You got Nutty's son as your crime me on the indictment, bro. He wasn't picking them up out of the backyard. He liked to create his own player. And prance them out there in front of the world like they real hood dudes. Have them out there making Italian mafia boss moves and stuff, bro. Bada bing, bada boom. They say Luce writing all his statements in crayon. Luce, if your wife need a shoulder to lean on, I'm here, man. I understand what she going through. You finessed her into thinking that you was a 60. Then bragged about being a boy, about being Elroy all on no jumper. He like, yeah, I was the muscle. I was the muscle. I used to do that. I remember they used to say, yeah, that's what I say. I deny all that, bro. Come on, I know how they could turn this thing up like a parlay. Huh? Get them likes up. Let's get it lit. I'm looking at that man in that top right-hand corner. Huh? What? He got the whole USC area shaking like Don Knox. Now I know why Deuce Sims was fighting so hard. You got skin in the game. Deuce, imagine them supporting your page with trap money. Cause you know he own that, right? You know he is the voice of uterus and all them people, right? Deuce, colors. We'll be moving to the Damu and Keyway, the Colors app. We'll be transitioning to the Colors app. The voice of developing option. You know what I'm saying? We got the content. You really ain't gonna get your mouth fixed now. Come on, man. This is crazy, bro. You had skin in the game. That's why you been going against dudes that you don't even know. I don't even know you, man. He would go so far to blow up his dead homies, all in the name of Big U. Dead homies. All day. I'm like, over Big U? They gonna DP you over that, fool. You over there trying to manipulate the algorithm with this old rhetoric from Big U. Like, come on, bro. But don't believe us now. Give it a couple of months, man. Give it a couple of months. You about to learn something. You about to learn something about your big homeboy, uterus. The world about to see for themselves, man. I'm just praying for the family members. That's all. I'm also praying for the family members of Williams. I'm praying for the family members of Hustle. I'm praying for the family member of both the Fats, the family members of Nardo, the family members of Fee. Yeah, I'm praying for all that. I'm praying for the family members of Wayne E. D. Long live Wayne E. D, y'all. Huh? Long live Wayne E. D, y'all. Pink up, man. Hit somebody, man. Tell them we up. Send it to a friend. Hit that notification bell. Tell them that we up, man. We up and running, y'all. Yeah. Imagine taking all these donations for the kids. Imagine every person that donate say that it's for jerseys. Is this a football league or a choir where you need a million gowns and stuff or something, man? What's going on? PPP loans? Turning it into some trap stuff? Yeah, all right. I'm going to tell you like Blueface. Yeah, all right. Got them people calling up there to the charger place facility looking for you. They had to force that man to turn himself in. He was about to ruin his son's career. He was about to tear his wife down on the process and all that. He was about to leave them burning. But who am I, huh? Yeah, I only been screaming this for 18 months. RodzayVisuals.